Hi everybody, welcome at this tutorial where I'm going to show you how to create these bows with your fuse tool. At first you need some plastic to create the bows with. You need some sequins, which you prefer. I prefer a small sequence. And you need a linch pen, I don't know how to pronounce it. And you need something to create the bows with. I use this paper to trace it, but you can also use the cutting dies you can use to create them. It's just which you prefer more. And I use the paper ones because they are a bit bigger. And of course you need your fuse tool. To begin, you take the first part of your bow and you're going to trace it on the plastic with your fuse tool, but don't forget to leave 2 spaces open so you can still add the sequence. As you see, I trace the plastic on the plastic with my fuse tool. Don't need to hurry, just make sure it closes the up and down side from the plastic. I always find it's very hard to fuse the round sides of the bow, but with more practice it becomes easier. And as you can see, I'm not going to close everything. I leave a little space open so I can still add the sequence in the plastic. And make sure the space you leave open is big enough, because you will see later in the video I didn't leave enough space open, so I had to put it open more a little bit. But it isn't a problem because at the end you can close it again with the fuse tool. And as you can see, you now have the shape of the bow on your plastic. And now I'm going to get a scissors and cut it out. But don't cut too close to the lines you fused. And here you can see how I cut it out. As you can see, it didn't close everywhere, so I get my fuse tool again to make sure everything is closed so the sequence won't fall out. And now you're gonna start with filling the bow with sequins. As you can see, I've now filled one side with sequins, and now I'm gonna close it. I put the paper bow over the plastic again, so I have a nice line to trace, and I trace it with my fuse tool. And if you trace the paper from the other bow now, then you have a nice line, as you can see, and you only need to trim off the little piece of plastic. And now you can start filling the other side, and as you can see, I made the gap a little bit too close, so here I'm pulling it open again so there's more space to put the sequins in. And then if the other side is full of sequins, I'm gonna get the paper bow again and I'm gonna close the little gap again, just like you did on the other side. Then I'm gonna get the scissors and cut the little pieces of plastic off. So now you have one piece of the bow ready. And here you can see how it looks like. And then you're gonna start with the back of the bow, and you're gonna need the other piece of paper. And here you're gonna start doing the same again like you did with the first piece of paper. You're gonna trace it with your fuse tool on the plastic. And make sure to leave one piece open so you can put the sequins in there. And here you can see how I traced the bow on the plastic, and now you're gonna cut this out with sharp scissors. And then when you've cut it out, you're gonna fill it again with sequins. Make sure you fill in the bottom half first. And then if you filled one half, you're gonna get your fuse tool. You make sure you're gonna make a line, 2 lines, because you're gonna cut it in half at the end there. As you can see here, very close, where you're gonna make the line. And then you're gonna start filling the other half. And then if you filled in the other half, you're gonna get the piece of paper again to close up the bow, and here you can trace the lines of the paper again, so that makes it a little bit easier and you get more straight lines. And if you've done that, you're gonna cut off the extra piece of plastic. And then it's gonna look like this, with a little piece in the middle, and then that's the place where you're gonna cut it. And now it's the time to attach them to each other. You're gonna get a sharp scissors, and you're gonna fold the top layer of the bow, just like you are creating a paper bow, like this. And then you're gonna get the sharp scissors and poke a little hole in there. So that's the place where you're gonna put the linchpin, just like this, in the middle, making the hole a little bigger. And now I'm gonna put the linchpin in there, just to make sure it stays in place. Having a hard time finding the little hole which I've created. And now you are also going to create 2 little holes in the other pieces, and you're going to attach them to the little linchpin. Watch out you don't poke in your own fingers, because we can't have that. No, now you've attached one piece of the back, and now you're going to poke a hole in the other piece. And then you're going to fold out the ends of the linchpin to make sure it's going to stay like this. This is how the back looks, and this is the front of your little bow you've created now. You can use all kinds of sequins, and thank you for watching this tutorial. I've created a little more bows, like this one with tiny gold stars in there. I've created one with blue sequins and with all kinds of sequins. So this is the video. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.